So this is the question that I have.
So many.
Do you go to the metaverse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So like, what does that look like?
What do you mean by that?
So like if they're games,
Yeah.
do you like, I'm trying to understand, like, do you actually play a physical game, or do you not have to play a game?
How would you compare it to Minecraft?
Yeah. So, okay. So, oh gosh. All right, here we go. So I'm going to try. So there's there's almost two different things that you're saying all simultaneously.
Because I don't know what I'm talking about.
That's
Like, so that's where my ignorance is. Like, I want to understand it.
It's such a big topic. Okay. So think of metaverses as digital worlds that you exist in, similar to, like you said, a Minecraft, or similar to like a Sim City, Sim Farm, whatever. Okay. Then you have what are considered to be like totally separate play to earn games. So I'm going to go back to Mario and say you could play Mario and you can earn the coins inside of Mario when you're playing, right? When you go through Mario, you jump, hit a block, get a coin. You can take those coins out of Mario, and like if Mario was a play to earn game, you could take those coins outside of Mario and you could exchange them for dollars, because it's
like going to Dave and Buster's.
That's right.
Playing video games, and then they give you real cash.
That's right. They give you tickets, and those tickets.
That's what. You can for real cash.
That's right.
That's what I'm trying to understand.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one.
That's a play to earn game.
Okay.
And so there's this whole new like growing sector of play to earn games, because right now, video games, you can buy things in them. Actually, using real world dollars, you can go in and buy things inside of video games.
Okay.
The money that you use to buy things inside of a video game goes to the video game manufacturer, the company.
Right.
So the company is,
and
the
they're
one
trying
who gets
to
really
break
wealthy.
it up.
That's right.
Decentralized. So instead of the game making all the money,
the people
make the money, and
the
that's
players,
what
the
2
community.
to 3 is.
Yep, that's right. So 2 is the money gets put into the game, and the game maker.
So that's where I'm messing up. Where I'm messing up is there's a transition from 2 until 3.
That's right.
And I'm conflating 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Because we're at the transition.
There's because we're in the transition.
That's right.
So so I want to get clarity. So right now, as I can go in, play games, I can put money, and then I can cash in my chips.
Yeah.
That's something that's totally new to me, by the way.
And so if you think about building a community, the community is stronger when everyone has an incentive to make the community better by staying in the community.
Okay.
And so where Decentraland or where Sandbox or where these other metaverse like worlds are in, what happens is that when you think about it, if we consider this to be game theory, the participants of the game of the metaverse are incentivized to play the game more.
Okay.
Because they own currency, they own land, they've invested in the game, in the community. Therefore, the more they play and the more others join in, the value of it goes up.
I see it. I know what I get it. So, okay, I don't want to conflate anymore. So right now, people are playing video games. They pay in. They can get money out. It's like Dave and Buster's. That's what the metaverse is currently.
Yeah, yep.
And there's multiple casinos.
Correct.
Think
about it that way.
Okay.
Yeah, casino being the metaphor for thinking about it like one casino chip is the currency of that casino.
I got it.
Caesars has its own chip that denominates its own currency, and so then what Facebook / Meta is saying is that basically they're going to become a metaverse company, because they understand that in Web 2.0, where Facebook currently exists, is going to be outdated,
got it,
antiquated,
because right now they control
Correct.
So now what they're going to do is like, hey, we're going to provide the platform to where you can build this new universe,
digital version of yourself inside of a more interactive and a more immersive experience of Facebook.
So I get why there's all these other metaverses, and now they're like, Facebook jumps in,
Yeah.
and everybody's like, oh, this thing is a thing.
Yeah.
I get it now. Like, so like you have all these people and you're investing. So how do you get into so Facebook is going to be the facilitator of this third version.
They want to be. My belief, they won't be. However, they want to be. And I say the reason that they won't be is because Facebook is really Facebook entering as a metaverse is actually just improving the experience of Web 2.0, because Facebook is still the intermediary party with control.
Right.
And the entire thesis of Web 3.0 is democratized control.
And it seems like Facebook would still want control.
Of course they would, right? Yeah. And so
it's kind of antithetical to what the actual goal is.
That's right. It is actually the antithesis of everything Web 3.0 sets out to be, which is giving power back to the people instead of power to the larger corporations, the oligarchy, so on and so forth. And so the thought is that most people believe that are already early adopters in the space don't believe that Facebook will have a legitimate metaverse experience, because people won't want to continue to give Facebook control over their digital persona solely because there is no other real option.
Yeah, there isn't.
And so when there becomes other options, then people will not give Facebook their full access and control over their digital persona. And so things like Decentraland, Sandbox, Wilder World, Blocktopia, all of these other metaverse ventures will likely give democratized ownership of each person's digital persona owned by the individual rather than owned by the company.
Right.
The way that is expected to happen is by having a currency inside of each metaverse, inside of each digital world.
Right.
And so if you own your own currency and own your own digital persona, you can choose to deplatform yourself and go away if you choose, or you can choose to take your person and be dormant. You could choose to, look any way you want, fly, own a yacht, own real estate, all kinds of things.
I'd be able to grow a beard.
You have your beard. You'd have your beard going.
The avatar that I want. So I want to wrap this.
The social experiment. The social experience is different.
Yeah.
So think about that. That's one thing that's like, now just take how Facebook is a social network, right? It's set out to give people the ability to socially interact with each other. It does that by having a static timeline, a static feed. It does that by having pictures and videos, but it's not immersive.
Yeah.
It is really no different than reading a book or than like Web 1.0.
Right.
Largely, like when you go to your Facebook feed, it is the equivalent of kind of
it's a website.
Yeah, that's right. It's just a website.
Yeah.
So then Web 3.0 would give you ownership and then immersive social experience, which means you could put on your VR headset, or you could put on AR glasses or AR contacts and have a more real life experience. So I was thinking about this before we went on, and I'm like, this changes business travel.
Heck yeah.
I don't need to go to Europe to do business travel. And arguably, I don't even need to go there to like do a tour of a factory. I don't need to go there to do diagnostics on, right now NVIDIA is doing this with BMW. They don't need to go to the BMW plant to do any testing to see about like whether there's inefficiencies on the production line, if they can do it with an immersive experience using VR or AR, where they can basically put on a set of glasses or
Yeah.
in the future contacts and be in the factory,
Right.
simulating some of the inefficiencies inside of a BMW facility
In real time.
in real
In real
time.
time.
And then extrapolate that to a social experiment. We don't need to necessarily be all Facebook would be so antiquated from a social experience.
Yeah. 20 years from now,
Yeah.
Facebook is going to look like
That's right.
MySpace.
That's right. They have no choice but to evolve. Their meta change is their attempt to preempt the
Right.
disruption of social networks.
They're trying to disrupt. They're trying to Zillow.
That's right. They're trying to disrupt themselves, which is the right play to make.
That is the play to make, because the thing is, if they don't, they're dead.
That's right. Someone
they're
else will.
maniacs.
So this is their only play.
Correct.
And so either it works or it doesn't.
Correct.